What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw for TV. All right, so President Joe Biden and Jill Biden were filmed walking on, Rehoboth Beach in Delaware yesterday. And Joe Biden had extreme difficulty staying upright while walking over the sand. He was really, this guy is deteriorating fast physically. Okay. I don't know exactly what's going on with Joe Biden, but I've noticed this weird shuffle, almost sort of like stereotypical penguin from Batman comics walk that he's been displaying for quite some time. I would say at least since 2019 or so. It could be bad knees. Maybe it is, but he just, I don't even know what the point of this is. I don't know the point of them doing this, knowing he struggles physically. But, Biden is very stubborn. Could have been like, look, here's the deal. I want to show the American people that I'm still very vigorous. But look, that's the thing. I got to show the people that the party is still strong. That's the deal. On the beach. And I don't know, man. It just, whatever the case may be, this looks bad.
He's trying too hard.
He's playing.
And, I know a lot of people saying, oh, man, it's the sand. We are talking about the sand is real steep. Well, Jill Biden is what, in her mid-70s? I know she's in her 70s, well into her 70s, and she didn't have a problem walking on the beach. So I can't just chop it up to him being 82 years old, well, about to be 82 years old. I guarantee you that Bernie Sanders, who's 84, could probably walk on that beach with no problem. He'll walk slowly, but I guarantee you he'll probably have no problems walking on that beach. I got to be honest with you, man. The Democratic Party need their ass whooped. They need their ass whooped because they put Joe in this position. They put him in this position because back in 2020, 2018 and 19, whatever, they probably came to the conclusion that, man, Hillary got beat. Okay. Joe Biden, he's probably the only shot we got at beating Trump. Remember, Joe Biden could have contested Hillary for the nomination in 2016, but he chose not to. And plus, I think his heart wouldn't have been into it because he lost, Bo. His son Bo had died of cancer. So his heart wasn't really into it. And at the end of the day, Hillary ran, she lost. And I think they looked at Joe as the only hope that we got. But they could see then that Joe was deteriorating. Remember, we was making jokes about it then. And then when you look at videos of him in 2019, 2019, 2020, man, he looks, it's night and day between that Biden and this Biden. So he beat Trump. And he did beat him. A lot of people said it was rigged on with that shit. He beat him. And at the end of the day, they felt like, okay, We're going to use Biden to get into the door and let's groom somebody else. Problem is, they really didn't have anybody else. They didn't really have anybody else. I mean, they had Gavin Newsom, but he didn't really have any interest in running at that time. I guess he felt like it wasn't the right time. He has presidential aspirations. He just knew instinctively this ain't the right time for him. They didn't have anybody. So 2022 goes on and the midterms, and what was supposed to be a red wave then didn't happen. Matter of fact, remember, 14 or 15 candidates that Trump endorsed in that election lost. The only one that won was J.D. Vance, who's now a vice president, about to be a vice president. So the fact that Democrats, I think, made some gains that year emboldened Joe Biden. And then a guy who's supposed to be this transitional president said, no, I'm going to run again. But they knew that they didn't really want him to run again. They knew he was just supposed to get the Democrats in the door. They had to groom somebody to succeed him and run in 2024. And they didn't have anybody. So the best they could do was Kamala, since Joe was hell-bent on running again, even though, as we now see, his internal polling showed him losing a super landslide to Trump. So after the debacle of the performance in June, he steps down. They didn't have anybody. They were forced to run Kamala. They tried to lie and say that she's the most qualified female candidate ever, when Hillary Clinton was far more qualified to be president than she was. A bunch of people lied to pollsters, as they did before. Pollsters underrepresented Trump's strength, and Trump mollywopped her on November the 5th. And now in the position they're in now. They're a party that is soon to have really no leader. They're a rudderless party. There's rumors now that despite, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, stepping up for the sake of the party and trying their best to sell Kamala, well, to be honest with you, they really just shitting on Trump more than trying to sell her. But reportedly, they don't like each other. The Obamas don't like Kamala. I don't know if any of that stuff is true, but at the end of the day, it might be true, but I don't know if that's true. But they knew she was a bad candidate, man. And Joe's in a situation now where, to me at least, his presidency is going to be seen as a bit of a failure. He accomplished some things, but his presidency it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, this whole situation leaves a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what will be this guy's legacy as he leaves office? Like, what is his legacy? What is Joe Biden's legacy? I mean, he's a career politician who once was a segregationist light, which is why I don't care for him. Due to the shifting demographics of this nation and the shifting support of the Democratic Party, he had to move to the center left, I should say. And now, because the party is so left, he had to be the most left-leaning president since FDR. But, at the end of the day, the Democratic Party is in shambles. They're in shambles. She did get 48% of the vote, but, I mean, at the end of the day, Hillary Clinton got 48% of the vote when there was a significant third-party presence. So Kamala Harris performed terribly. This is a severe repudiation of the Democratic Party. It was a repudiation of Biden and his administration and his policies. And the party as a whole. And this happened under Biden's watch. So, it's just sad to me. It's sad because 4 years from right now, 4 years ago, right now, they were touting Joe Biden as the Democratic version of Ronald Reagan. And I guess that's a little bit appropriate considering he's fumbling and stumbling around, but just not prime Reagan. I know some people like that's being kind of mean, but look, man, at the end of the day, people make fun of both these. People make fun of Donald Trump and Joe Biden, right? Didn't the media make fun of Donald Trump not being able to open that garbage truck door? Talking about how weak and flabby and old he is, but when you do it was, I don't know, man. It's just like if you like somebody, they don't want you to shit on them. When you don't like somebody, then you don't mind me shitting on them 500 times a day. But anyway, I don't know what is this, the Biden bop, the Biden shuffle. I mean, honestly, Biden looks like, I'm not trying to be funny. Biden looks like one of those elderly people that you see in them homes who being walked around the courtyard, you know what I'm saying, by aide. Am I lying? Like, it just, if Joe Biden was to run for president, it should have been 8 years ago, in my opinion. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.